first recipe I'm going to be sharing is Tuscan ribollita soup. So you're going to be starting with about 1 cup each of diced onion, carrots, celery, leeks, diced tomatoes, and then 2 cups of frozen kale. Then I'm going to be adding about 3 cans of navy beans and some thyme. You're also going to be adding some Italian seasoning of your choice. I chose this Italian sofritos blend. Then you're going to be adding some salt and pepper to taste, and then about 2 tablespoons of vegetable bouillon powder. If you don't want to use the bouillon powder, you could just go and add about 4 to 6 cups of vegetable broth when you go to cook it in the crock pot. When you're ready to cook this, you're just going to thaw it a little bit until everything is able to get into the crock pot. Add those 4 to 6 cups of water or broth, and then cook it on low for about 6 to 8 hours or until the vegetables are tender. The next recipe is for white bean lemon soup. So I'm going to be adding 1 cup of diced onion, and then 1 cup of carrots and celery. I'm going to be adding some garlic and about 2 cans of white beans, and then 1 can of white beans pureed. I'm going to be adding about 2 tablespoons of lemon zest, and then the juice of about 2 lemons. I'm going to be adding about 6 cups of fresh escarole and some crushed rosemary. I'm going to be adding some salt and pepper to taste. And then about 2 tablespoons of vegetable bouillon powder. I'm going to be adding my Italian sofrito blend. And then when you go to cook this, you can add 4 to 6 cups of water or vegetable broth. Put it in your crock pot, put it on low, and cook it for 6 to 8 hours or until the vegetables are tender. That pureed can of beans is going to give it a nice creamy texture, and it's going to be so good. Next, I'm going to be making green chili soup. I'm going to be starting with my 1 cup of diced onion and 1 cup of frozen roasted corn, 1 cup of green bell peppers, 2 small cans of diced green chilies. I'm going to be adding 2 cans of white beans that have been drained and rinsed, and then 1 cup of quinoa. I'm going to be adding some minced garlic, and again, my 2 tablespoons of vegetable bouillon, and some salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to be adding some of this chili line seasoning. You could always use tahini or whatever other chili powder that you like. I'm going to be adding some cumin, some chili powder, some chili powder. And then you're just going to squeeze all of the air out. Now, since this one has quinoa, you are going to want to add a little extra water. So I would definitely say whatever the ratio is for cooking quinoa, that's what you're going to want to keep in mind. And then if you would like it extra brothy, you could add more water on top of that. Next is sweet potato coconut curry. So I'm going to be starting with my 1 cup of diced onions and about 2 blanched diced sweet potatoes. So I'm going to be adding one 16-ounce bag of frozen spinach and 1 can of coconut milk. You can use full fat or reduced fat. I'm going to be adding some minced garlic, some turmeric, some cumin, some ginger, some paprika, some curry powder, some red chili flakes, salt and pepper to taste. The next recipe is Crockpot Burritos. So I'm going to be starting with my 1 cup of diced onions, 1 cup of frozen roasted corn, and 1 can of Rotel. I'm going to be adding 1 can of black beans and 1 can of pinto beans, and then 1 cup of quinoa. I'm going to be adding some garlic and some of my bouillon powder, and then some salt and pepper to taste. For seasonings, I'm going to be adding some of this chili lime seasoning, some chili powder, and some red chili flakes. I'm going to be adding some of the seasoning salt. Now for this one, same thing, you're going to want to add as much liquid as the quinoa is going to take to cook. So look on the package of your quinoa and see what recommendation it has, but you definitely want this to be on the thicker side and not so soupy. So I hope you guys enjoyed these recipes. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.